What's happening, guys? I hope everybody's feeling fantastic. Today I want to talk about another movie that I covered at the Newport Beach Film Festival this past week called Touched, written and directed by Karl Hearne, so let's get into it. This plot follows Gabriel, a quiet, isolated man living his life of solitude as a landlord for a small tenement building. His days are really dependent on his routines that he feels he must follow, and when he's visited from the spirit of a young girl who went missing in his building, he desperately searches for answers as his own health and mental state begin to crumble. I thought this movie was an awesome melding of genres. It leans heavily on the psychological drama with elements of mystery. It also weaves in dynamics of fatherly love with slight tension, as well as some ghostly themes that are all very intriguing when woven together. I often enjoy films that are written and directed by the same person. When you write a story, you naturally know the characters and all of their inner nuances much more than a person that's simply reading it. As a writer, you create these characters and the story, so you know the layers much more intimately. Therefore, when that writer-director takes that script into the filming process, there is so much more of a clearer understanding of the narrative and its messages and its meanings, and Karl Hearne is a classic example of this as he takes his script and he films it with some skilled capability. The story is able to tell you so much without the spoken words. Scenes and imagery on their own have meaning. They tell you something without the need of dialogue, and for me this created a very engaging film experience that I love. It's having to think and having to read into situations and exploring a story overall that treated me like I was intelligent. You learn about this character from his actions and the way he lives his life, and when the dialogue does take over, the conversations between the characters continues, and peeling back the story layers equally as effective, and it's something that I think was pulled off with some crisp writing and some strong cast performances. I thought Hugh Thompson in the lead as Gabriel was fantastic, and he delivers some textbook character acting. He was methodical, a little bit offbeat, and simply put, on the unusual side, but through Thompson's expressions alone, you can see that there is much more to him. There's a lot of mystery surrounding him. You can sense that he doesn't feel right in his head and that he's a little bit different than most. He has a torment that fuels him, but you can't place it right off, but he certainly doesn't feel dangerous either, and I thought exploring all of these angles of the character was extremely interesting. I thought Lola Flannery was excellent, as well as the young girl who visits Gabriel. She as well was able to pour some subtle intensity into this performance. At first interaction, she kind of just seems like a normal girl, but as her and Gabriel converse more, you really get a better sense of the darkness and torment that haunt her, which gives you a good sense of the clouded past that causes Gabriel to focus on finding answers. So naturally you can understand why he is so determined, both from a normal human reaction as well as the motivators in Gabriel's own life that kind of fuel his intent to figure out the truth. I think as the viewer this creates a very strong connection, as you want Gabriel to get the answers he's seeking for himself, but for your own knowledge as well, to kind of appease the curiosity that I think this story does a great job of building. Also, as the story progresses and you learn more about these characters, you begin to see more of the similarities and the connections between them that could be some of the reasons why he was chosen by her to visit. So I think I'll leave it at that. I don't like going into spoilers. I think everybody should go into a film knowing as little as possible about the plot points, but I will say how this storyline progresses and builds its elements and weaves them all together was highly compelling and very thought-provoking. So overall, I'm going to give Touched 90% on the entertainment meter. It was a very enjoyable film that will keep you interested. It keeps you thinking. It delivers a story that can fit into many different genres, and it was extremely well done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, drop it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, leave a comment. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to catch all the new videos. All my social media links are down in the description below. You can visit our official website at silverscreenanalysis.com for all kinds of movie-related content, and I'm also proud to announce that our merchandise store is now open on TeePublic. Your best dressed days no longer have to be just weddings and first dates, so swing by there, get some merchandise, and look good all the time. And that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I definitely appreciate it. I'm Anthony. This is the Silver Screen Analysis, and I'll see you at the movies.